The next one is the transport layer. The transport layer takes the data from the session layer and convert that into number of segments due to the network layer. The main job of transport layer is it is responsible for the delivery of message from one process to another. Okay. Now these are some of the main tasks performed by the transport layer. This layer is actually responsible for ensuring error-free end-to-end data transfer to the destination computer. What is the meaning here is, when the data is transmitted to the destination, if the transmitted data is successful, it will send one acknowledgement to the source computer. If the data transmission is wrong or something error is there, it has to be retransmit the data. That is the job of transport layer. One more job of the transport layer is it will manage the flow of data packets between computer across the multiple networks. That means if more than one packets transmit from the source, the destination has to receive at the same speed. If the data transmission is more than the data receiving, okay, what is the meaning here is, if this is the source computer and this is the destination computer, okay, now it has to transmit the data here like this way, and it will send a number of different segments. It will send number of segments here. The rate of receiving this segment is very slow. The transmission is fast and receiving is slow because it is containing a high-end machine. It is a low-end machine. The sending is fast, receiving is slow. So what happens here? The data corruption may occur due to overflow. To overcome that problems, the flow control is actually managed. Flow control means data will be sent at the same speed as the receiving speed. The next job is actually here segmentation. Segmentation means what actually? The data is actually contains a large message. It is converted into small messages called as segments and send it to the destination here. And the ordering is also managed by the transport layer. Okay, it should be reached at the proper order. Means sequence number is given to each this segments. That is called as segmentation and reassembly. Next one is called as the connection control. In the connection control, there are two types are there. One is called as connection oriented and another one is called as connection less protocol. In connection oriented protocols, what happens? These data packets carries a path of destination along with it. It generates the delivery of the data packet at the destination computer. In connectionless protocol, the delivery of data packets to the destination computer is not guaranteed. What is meaning here is, now when you are sending some data from source to destination, here I will say it is made up of here a number of routers like this way. In between there are number of routers are there. Okay, when the data has to be sent from here source to the destination, What it will do? First it will make one connection here. Okay, it will create one virtual connection so that the data has to be reached at the destination. And all the packets are transferred using this virtual connection. That is called as connection oriented. In connection oriented protocol, it will transfer over a same line here. Okay, in connectionless, what happens? It contains multiple packets or segments. These data are sent. There is no connection will be established. So it will just no connection will be established between source and destination. So what actually it will do? It will send the packet to here. Some of the packets is transferred to here, and some of the packets is transferred to here. And each packet take its own route. Each packet take its own route and deliver it to the destination. In the second protocol, there is no guarantee that the packets are actually received from the receiver. So connection oriented protocols are more safer than connection-less protocol. The next job of the transport layer is error control. Error control means what actually? When you are transmitting the data here from source to destination, there is a possibility of some data loss. Here, it will add some error checking code to this data packets. Okay, that is called as CRC. Some of the error checking codes are added to the header here. Whenever it is received by the destination, it will check this header and identifies whether this packet is damaged or not. That is called as error control. If that packet is damaged, again it gives the negative acknowledgement to the source, and source has to retransmit it. That is the job of transport layer. The transport layer do some of the work same as data link layer, such as segmentation, flow control, error control, etc. But here the transport layer works at end to end. That means from one network, a computer in one network, into the computer in another network. But data link layer works on same network. That is the difference. And the last one is called as service point addressing. What is the meaning of service point addressing? Now see, in your computers, you are running many applications. In similar way, at the destination, he is also running many applications. So when these applications using the network for data transmission, when you are transmit some data over this line, okay, it is the job of the network layer to transmit that data safely to the destination. But once it is received by the destination, the destination has to understand this packet is used for which process or which application. That means if email is sending from here, and email has to be received at the email application. So this computer has to understand, okay, which application has to be delivered. Okay, that is called as actually service point addressing. Means in a source computer, the application which send, the destination computers, the application which received, it is identified transport layer.